Hello, everyone. Hello, beautiful beings. Please let us know if you can hear us clearly. Should you already be with us? Hello, everyone. Hello, beautiful beings. Yay, we're so glad you can hear us. Hello, Sandra. Yay. Hmm. Hello, Gaia. Hello, Fly to Asia Aerospace. We are trusting that's you, Mark. Regio 5, which is aviation speak for 100. Thank you. Thank you. 100%. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We are learning this aviation language. Yeah, I'm so glad that you're all here with us. Hello, beautiful guys. Hello. We hear and see clearly. Wonderful. Yes. The storm is a little bit has abated, and we have also reset our rotor and our connection, so it should be a little clearer. We do have a plan B should it start freezing, so let us know. But we trust it'll be a bit fluid at this time. The plan B is just to take it to the corner where it's nearer the router. So it's nothing intense, but we will be able to just do a bit of a shuffle should things get a bit sticky, but we feel it's okay at this time, which is good. Hello, everyone. We are just going to, as everyone comes through, as we wait for more beautiful beings to come through, if anybody should coming through, we're just going to, oh, Source just guided us to ask you all to get some water. It's going to be another activation session. So, some water, please, to hydrate for the receiving of these codes. Hmm. Yes, like we did during the soul session. Had to do a bit of a shuffle, but it worked out, which was lovely indeed. Stormy, icy weather, yes, indeed. It's always rainy here in winter in Cape Town. Arturos talavaros, riavikiatus talavaries talazatos, riaviries kiazir. Talovem, 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 via vitriesh, riakiesh, talovarosh, riavires, riavires. Thank you for accepting the stormy energies. Ratiries, Petra, ratulos, talavarias. Kiriatiesh, riazorosh, riaviriesh, kiatur. Kiatares, talozatos, riaviriesh, kitash. Kiazotos riaviries talozatos riavir riakies kiazutos taloves talavaros talavir. Riaziries riavires kiatur talovis riavir. Riaziries riazites talavur talovis riazir. Taloviries riaziries talavur talovis riavir riakies. Riakies kiazarit riatu lovem viaves. Riaviries talovem. Viatir, 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 viatir. We trust you're all enjoying the star sign anchorings too, Kiazaries talaviries, and that they're assisting you to be aware of the different energies aligning with you at this time. Kiazari kiesh. Tavam, 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 talazatos, talavir. Rikesh, Rikesh, Kiatur, Rikesh, Kiavi. Okay, we may begin. Hello, beautiful beings. Thank you so much for joining us. We are going to begin with the tarot. Source would like us to do a bit of a shift, a bit of a timeline shift through the tarot, which will assist all of you to align to what is coming through at this time. Okay, hello, Charlotte. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here with us. Sending you so much love, divine being. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of a tarot shuffling, a tarot 5 card tarot. There's a bit of a timeline shift, an energetic shift we're going to be going through, and then we're going to start anchoring the messages. Okay, so let us see what is happening, Source. What are we receiving at this time? Happy Sunday Soul Session, everyone. Rayaturosh kiviati reshkiava. Rukurosh. Okay, at the center we have judgment. Kiadiresh riavorokurosh tave. Okay. Viatava kiava vatu. Ooh, within we have the moon. Riavataresh kiriakiesh tave. Viriatul talaviriesh riaviriakuosh. Oh, we are Raki, fascinating energies. And then in the physical, we have the Four of Cups, Kiriakal, Tararashki, Taviriesh, Tazavam Viriesh. Below, Ace of Coins, Kiazatur, Talovir, and Valayaratur, Tariesh, Rava, Viesh, Kiazoto. Talavar, Kiviesh, Taloven, Viatu. Crowning, we have the Queen of Swords. And below we have the Empress. Okay. So, with the Empress coming through, Source speaks of empowerment. Source speaks of you creating through your Source energy. The center is judgment. So we are feeling that this is a shift where Source is saying, we are seeing you and you are seen clearly. And that which you are within is now to be birthed in the physical. You are to receive it. And this is to assist this receiving, this manifesting coming through. It feels like it's quite an important manifestation or an important receiving for you all. It'll be different for each and every single one of you naturally. Raki Yeshki Aturosh, but indeed, we love that. Sandra, yes, we're going to kick ass indeed. Katurosh Talavariesh, yes, we do feel when we were also working on the OnlyFans page, there's a breakthrough week. It's quite a big breakthrough week this coming week. So we feel this is assisting to align us all to those energies, which we'll be very grateful for, Source. Here we are. Katiriesh. Katurosh Talavariesh. Katir. Okay, so if all of you can either close your eyes, breathing in deeply and out, or you may look at the tarot, whichever one calls to you as we integrate. Deep breath in. Kia duros dalava, kia stavuros dalavir. Deep breath out. Kia vatesh, kia zaresh, kia vir. Deep breath in. Riavuros dalozatos, riaviriesh, kia zatur, kia vek. Deep breath out. Gitaros dalozatos, kiriviria zatos. Deep breath in. Kiviatos. Rakir, 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 talovaros, kaviria, taresh. Deep breath out. Vatur. Kieshkiatash, Kieshkiatash, Kieshkiatas. For those of you just joining us, deep breath in and out. We're just shifting timelines, aligning us to this beautiful new energy coming through at this time. Kia daresh dalavaria stalazutos, ria viriesh riaki, kia duros dalazaros dalaviriash, ria viriesh kiaki, ria duros dalavariash kiakiriash dalazatos ria viria viria zotos, riakiesh kiatu, riakiesh riazar, riakiesh kiatu, riakiesh kiati. Zaviriesh, Zavaki talozatos kiviash, Rakiesh talozatos kivuros kiazir, Vilatriesh kiaturos talozatos, Kiviatalos ravir, Kiesh talozatos, Kiesh kiatir, Kiesh kiatalos, Kiesh kiatir, Viresh reaviresh, Viresh reavir, Viresh reaviresh, Viresh, Virialajaturos talavakos talavir. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Yes, indeed. With the Empress being overall energy and the Judgment being the center, Source is saying, we see you clearly, we see that which you are, and it's time for that which you are to come through, to be birthed in the physical. The Empress is that Earth energy, that Venus energy, to bring through stability through your frequency. And there's a beautiful energy frequency to come through to ground this energy, almost as though we are seeing this pulling of something from your source right into your physical reality, this grounding, this weaving coming through. Rataresh kiavir, Zalatur kikia rashkata, Virialiatrias katir. Within we have the moon, Ratu, Kivia talava, Varikiesh riaziriesh kata. Virila ziria turoshria viria kiatatulos talovim via viriash. Deep breath in, via tareshria viriash katur. Deep breath out. Riakiriash yalaturos talaviriash. Deep breath in, varataresh kiviash talavariash. Deep breath out, vilaturos. From the depth of the shadows, from the depth of your source, this beautiful frequency comes through now from the depths of you, from the depths of you, illumination without hiding, what was hidden now being seen, what was not recognized now being recognized, what was still being in the illusion is now finally clearing and coming into your physical manifestation. Manifestation with the moon card at this time, a manifestation for a completed cycle, a completed soul cycle. There's a completion, and this completion is allowing you to now receive Four of Cups in the external, for you now to receive from that space, right? The Four of Cups speaks of that inner illusion, the inner, not illusion, the inner I, the source space, the unknown, illumination rather. So you are coming into that space. Rakatirielesh dalavarosh kiavi. Via lakiesh, to receive that which is rakiesh, which is unseen, unseen varakiesh, unseen by you, unseen by the world really, because it's new energy, rakaresh, unseen by any frequency, varakiesh kalaturosh, but most importantly, coming through to be birthed by you, to be seen by you, to be received by you. So this energy, because the Four of Cups asks you to release the outcome, just be open. Be open to receiving this week. Really be open to receiving. Be open to source. Be open to you. Be open to whatever's coming through. Ratalesh, riviash, katuros talavaresh. Viri, 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 viriate. Viriash, kiazotur talavem. And we see that below we have the Ace of Coins. Okay, fascinating. We'll come back to the Queen of Swords now. The Queen of Swords wants a reshuffle. First with the Ace of Coins below, Gaturosh. And this is you now below in that physical manifesting of it, right? Ace of Coins, a new physical manifestation, a new physical opportunity, something in the physical coming into birthing, into being born. Okay, we understand. These are both in the below path. with the Queen of Swords. So below we have the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Coins. Gataresh dala viriesh kiavi. Viriesh, viriesh, viriesh. So both of these cards are saying, so now in the physical, you are now birthing manifestations, experiences, perhaps it's relationships, new opportunities, new co-creation, support, whatever it is that you're birthing, whatever it is that you are receiving through this powerful energy of replete of completed cycles, of you being seen, of you birthing that which is to be what you came here to do on earth, these beautiful new energies. Whatever is being birthed with the Queen of Swords, it's a truth. It honors you completely and utterly. And utterly. For the Queen of Swords energy is the energy of the truth without being sugar coated. It is just pure truth. And so whatever is manifesting for you, whatever is coming through is a complete reflection of you without any distraction, without any confusion. So, should this be a person coming into your life, they're very truthful, very open, very honest, and you can trust them with the Ace of Coins. They're stable. It's a solid connection or it's a solid co creation. If this is an offer that's being offered to you, it's an offer that is made in truth, complete truth. What you see is what you get. There isn't any hidden line, those fine prints. There aren't any hidden agendas. What you see is what you get with this offer, with this physical manifestation, however it takes form. Kiash, kiash, riash, Davi. And now let us see. We literally just shifted timelines through this reading. Now let us see. Ratu Rosh, Rivaresh, Rivar, Rati, Ratiresh, Riva. What's crowning? Gava, Riatur, Rakariesh. What is crowning? What is crowning? What is crowning? Viato. As we said, breakthrough energies this week. The Chariot, breakthrough, movement going forward. Movement going forward. So, this receiving, whatever you are receiving at this time. Okay, source is saying it's not limited to a week, it's a time. And it's not a once off thing. What we are receiving, you can imagine if you've opened up the door, you've opened up the floodgates, and now you are receiving. It's a receiving current. It is not a once off thing. It's not just this week. It is a breakthrough frequency that allows a receptivity of that which you are, a receptivity of your source energy, a receptivity of your truth, a receptivity of your alchemy, a receptivity of your sovereign being, a receptivity of your source in the physical, for you have completed cycles of illusion, so that now you are receiving that which is honoring you completely and utterly through your source frequency as it manifests in the physical. For the Ace of Coins is really bringing through, this is a physical manifestation. It's something that happens in your physical reality, whether it is a conversation, whether it is a co-creation, whether it is a physical manifestation of abundance, or in your work or support or whatever it might be. You can trust it because of the Queen of Swords energy, and whoever's coming through offering this, or however it comes around, it's almost like very obvious. Sources saying is also very obvious. With the Queen of Swords, they want you to, you won't miss it. You really won't miss it. It's going to be in your face, and presented to you. So it's something that's very much coming your way, or it's very much present in your space. It's not something that you have to almost look for, or something that you almost are wondering, is this for me? Or no, it's very much, oh, okay, there it is, and there it is very clearly. And these experiences or these things that you're receiving, it is part of the energies of, look at this, the Chariot, that beautiful energy of the water and the earth, the earth being sand, aligning to the formlessness of water. So it's a breakthrough energy with the shadow and the light, you creating and manifesting the unknown light from the unknown shadow. And it's a beautiful breakthrough. It is card number 7. So again, a balancing to source, an alignment to source here, and momentum. We feel a momentum shift. There's a step up, momentum, energy, um, heightened energy. We're also receiving as a phrase. So let us do an integration for this. Kiriash Katur. Kiriash Katur. Deep breath in. Reki Kirash Talavaresh. Karakiresh. Deep breath out. Kiriash Kitarosh Talavar. Rakiresh. Deep breath in. Vilatur. Talavarosh Riakiesh Riazorosh Kiatir. Deep breath out. Kiavir. Kiaturosh Talavarosh Rava. Kikiataresh. Deep breath in. Vildurosh Kiviash Talavarosh. Deep breath out. Kivak Kiataresh. Keep breathing. Valtarosh Talaveresh. Valtarosh. Vatir. Kiavosh. Connecting to your root, Rakavu. Connecting to your sacral, Kaviati. Connecting to your solar, Rakiviki. Connecting to your heart, Dalovaku. Connecting to your throat, Vilatavi. Third eye, Kriakaki. Crown, Dalavurishiati. Varaki, Davi, Davi. Vadu, Via, Davi. Viakia, Jaturosh. Viatash. Kiva, Vati. Kyriadaresh talozatos, kiviatur talovariki, rataresh kivi. Mm, okay. Viliadriesh talavako tave. Kiadash talavi. Viativi. Kiavatosh talavi. Kiavata. Rikiesh kiata. Kiviato. Kiviato. Okay. Okay, so thank you. For those of you just joining us, welcome, welcome to the Sunday Soul session. We just began with the tarot integration. We were guided that there's time for a bit of a timeline shift, a bit of a course correction to this breakthrough. There's a breakthrough coming through, a breakthrough week we received, but we feel that this is just, it's not going to be, it's not limited to a week. It's just a week of breakthroughs, which is wonderful. And however those breakthroughs manifest through all of you, we trust they are for everything. Yes, everything. And it's receiving from source as you are seen as source, from your truth, from your light, because of completed journeys, completed cycles, a manifestation for work done, and work done well. We are receiving work done well, and patience rewarded. Patience rewarded. Okay. Thank you, souls. We are Rakiesh. Gaturosh Talave. Okay, we're ready for an integration. Hi, Michael. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Star to Earth, thank you. Lovely to join us. And we trust it's a lot easier for you to see us. It's a lot clearer, um, the reception. Okay, everyone. We are now ready for the integration for this new session, for what we're receiving at this time. Um, Okay, Source asked us again to ask you all to grab some water, so I'm going to give it a minute. For those of you who have just joined us, grab some water. Please drink water. A nice big gulp we are receiving from Source. Okay. Nice big gulp. Mm. Mm. And then we will begin. Reward. That's all we're receiving. Reward. Hmm. Reward for work done well. Hard work done well. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. We'll just allow for those who have, yeah, sources a little bit longer than able to have water. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. And thank you for your patience. The last week's session with the reception, it was our connection was also a bit slow, so I had to restart and reboot the router. But we trust you all still receive the messages and the vibrations, just connecting in meditation, right? The frequencies are still there. Okay, we are ready. So, rewards for work done well, hard work done well. Um, and these rewards, sources saying, okay, Ratu Rosh. You have completed major cycles. Each of us, each of you, we have completed major cycles, major soul lessons. Quite hard. We feel that many of you, it was a crescendo, almost like it's came tougher and tougher and harder, and then almost not really breaking through. Um, Running this marathon, then hitting a wall and constantly hitting the wall, or being at ease and tranquil, but things just still slow to come. And there was purpose, there was reason, timing being mostly the reason for all the energies to be aligned and to be ready. Energetically, things were not aligned for this, but now they are. And an establishment of your source frequency in the physical is what we are receiving is happening. The establishment of your source frequency in the physical. Your source frequency is in the physical. You've anchored it, but now the physical is ready to respond and to to mirror it, to be it, to establish it, to allow presence in a more solid, more stable way, which allows you the security and the abundance and the shifts you've been asking for. Source speaks of reward not as in, oh, you've done so much work, here you go, you deserve it. And they say you do deserve this. However, this is more you. You are the way in which you have been awakening is to allow more presence of you. They spoke to us saying, us as Kemet, what we do here, yes, we do offer these beautiful sessions on YouTube and on our website, Dumela Universe, and OnlyFans, and everything we're doing. They say, yes, it can be seen as work, but it's just what we are. We simply are a frequency that can connect to these energies and channel. And wherever we be, it's what we are. We connect to all energies, to source, and we can anchor in. It's what we are. And it so happens that what we are can assist us to be stable and allow abundance and security. And each and every single one of you, this is the same principle. Your awakening and what you're experiencing is simply what you are, right? So it's not that you are, oh, I'm doing all this work, and then one day Source is going to reward me. Source is saying, you are Source. Release the imaginings that there's some sort of external source waiting there with a big paycheck. You are the source frequency. It's really you. And you awakening and becoming and doing this work allows for that abundance you know is coming in to then manifest, allows for the energies to anchor in, allows for the opportunities, allows for the co creations, allows for the financial flow. It is you being who you are. Us as Kemet, for example, this is just what we are. And us now tapping into what we are, releasing what we were taught to be, just being what we are, is then the key to calling in the reward, which is simply the manifestation of our frequency now in the physical as the abundance, as the support, and as the wealth, and whatever it is that we're wanting, like each and every single one of you. So we feel sources saying every time you maybe think, "Oh, I'm going to be rewarded," again, it takes away your power, and they do not want that to happen. They don't want you to feel that this was something you were tasked to do, and then at the end, you are now receiving something. Again, it feels like that's like almost like a commission work. They're like, no, you came here to be that which you are. You found upon being here that there are frequencies which interfere with you being who you are. So you took on those frequencies to release those frequencies so that you can finally be that which you are. And now that you are that which you are, the energies are ready now to honor you and show you that which you are. And you are always abundant. You are always wealthy. You are always healthy. You are always those things. So what you are witnessing is just the natural translation of your frequency in the physical, which wasn't possible for a very long time, which now is possible at this presence. They say this is not to freak you out and thinking, oh no, now there isn't anyone there, coming through with rewards. So saying no, this is to empower you, for you to understand that what you're receiving and what you're going to be experiencing is literally your energy manifesting in the physical. You are literally creating these abundance frequencies by your energy being successfully translated and understood by the physical environment to finally give you that which is you. It allows for more stability and more divine empowerment for you to reclaim your energy even more, as opposed to thinking, oh, if I do a good job, I get a reward. And they're like, that's a very human way of thinking about things. You are simply being that which you are, which is the reward. You being you. You existing is the ultimate reward. And the fact that you existing in this realm gives you an understanding of how abundant you are. As you see in the world, those who are abundant within lack, well, look at their life experience. You see the poverty they live. And no matter how much you try to assist or to teach or to encourage, they keep repeating cycles and remaining there. Those in abundance of fear, that's where they are. In abundance of frustration, that's where they are. Life mirroring. You are all within the true abundance of source, which is wealth and everything else in between. It was just not picked up by this realm, so you could not see it. And the work was to clear the energies that interfered with you being picked up by this realm, so that you can then finally be you. And now the energies are ready to be picked up by you in this realm for you to receive that which you are. We're saying this in many ways, we know. We feel Source wishes this to be a deep integration and understanding, so that you release the displacement of Source external as being granting you wishes and giving you stuff, but rather you being Source, and you as the Source you are witnessing your energy literally become abundance, manifest into these opportunities. And it is a result of your being, not a result of some being out there granting you wishes or giving you abundance. Which is why Source is saying the reward thing is a little bit tricky to speak of, because humans are used to, yeah, do something good, gold star, reward. And they're like, that's not really what this is about. This is about you finally amassing the abundance you have always been on earth, which for the longest time couldn't, but now it can. Okay, we are ready now for the integration. Ratu Raviriesh Kavi. You may all close your eyes, should that be at ease, or look at the screen, or if you feel a crystal call you, grab the crystal. If you feel tarot call you, grab your tarot. If you feel a candle, feel a candle. This is your journey. Whatever condiments you feel like adding on, please allow yourself ease. Ratu Raviriesh Kati. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in and hold. Ravi, Ravikiesh Kiatur, Raturiesh Kiavir, Raviriesh Kiatur, and release. Deep breath in and hold. Gitaresh, Talaviriesh, Gitaresh, Kiaviriesh, Kituros, Talaviriesh, Kiatesh, and release. Deep breath in and hold. Kivatos, Kiavarosh, Kiatir, Kiavatos, Kivaresh, and release. Deep breath in. Hold. Gatur talavaros, kiatiriash, riazotos, kiviriash, gatur, and release. Keep breathing at ease. Riaturos talavaros ravir, riazatos, riazatos, kiatur, kiaviriash talozatos riva, kiaviriash riviatos, riaturos kavi, viaturos talozatos kivir, raturos rivatos, kiazoros kavir. Riaturos de la vires casutos, riavires kiatur, kiatares. Carikies de los atos, kivi, viatu kiave, vayatuvi, tavi, tavi. Releasing all which would deny you this connection, all interference, all which doesn't serve you, clearing your grid, viarakiesh, kiaturos, talaziriesh, aligning you to your highest source frequency, which is your truth, your authentic energy, connecting you to your central source space. Kia taresh talavarosh ki turosh talaviriakish, riagiriesh riaziriesh kia taresh, talotur, kia varesh talozato, kiria viries talozato, kiviarakiesh kia dir, rikish, kia turosh talozatos riavarosh, riaviresh riavurosh talozatos rikir, kia talos talovariesh rivir, raki, Kiaturos talovaros kitiresh, riarikesh kiaturos talovir, viarikiesh talozatos kiatu, kiaviriesh kiazato, kiaviriesh katir, kiatos, kiavaros talozatos, taloviriesh riakiesh katu, rikiesh rakikiaturos, talovaresh kiaraturos talavi, kivi. Rakiesh talozatos kira, ravarikiesh reaturos rivi, rakiesh kiaturos talozatos krakiresh, riakiresh kiaturos talovaresh kivi, raki talozatos. Kiaratiesh reaki, kiriatiresh kiavi. We now come through to assist to clear all interference within your physical reality, which obstructs or limits, interferes with you being fully seen, recognized, and manifest in this physical realm of yours. Bringing through the codes and the channels of clearing now. Within you, without you, within your environment, and all around your frequency. Within Earth, Viatur Vayakia, Viatur Viakie, Viatur Viakia, Viatur Viakie Viaki, Kiatur Taloviri, Kiatur Talovire, Kiartur Kiavatur, Kiavura Kiesh Kiaturos Tavi, Kiviatur Talovaro, Kiavatur Kiavie, Kiavatur Kiakutos Talavi, Reaki Kiaturos Tavi, Kiavi Vivi, Kiavatus Talavaresh, Reaviriesh Kiaturos Tavi, Kiaviatur Talavaros Tavi, Viaduros, increasing the intensity, via la viriesh, ria via guos talazatos, ria kies talavaturos, via rikies, via katu, talovem, Via Davesh. Via Davesh, Davesh, Davish. Via Duv. Via Laturosh, Reavi. Kia Daresh, Kia Vaturosh, Talozatos. Rakayesh, Talozatos, Ravi. Vidosh. Kyriaturos, Talozatos, Katir. Viatare. Kia Tiries, Talozatos. Kia tire, rakies kia turos talavatos, riakie, kiviatas, vatu, kiviatas, vati, kaya tares. Star of destiny, kiata, reborn on earth, aligning all, kiavata, vi, thank you, kaya tu, via, kiash, katu, via, kivek, kia, katush, tv, kivek, taviries, tavi, kavi. Taviriesh katu, kive, kivariesh katu, vie, kiva. Hmm. Stay there as long as you all feel, and when you're ready, we will continue with another tarot shift. We're doing quite a weaving today, and please drink some water afterwards. Hello, beautiful being. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Viarikiesh. Hello, Ajna. Thank you for joining us. Okay, beautiful beings, we're going to continue now with the weaving of the tarot. Rayatu Ryavi Ryavi. Okay, so it seems that we are doing this in a bit of a step one, step two, step three. Step one, the initial tarot was to activate the breakthrough frequencies and align us to that. Step two was the integration to bring through the codes along with all the other frequencies which have now aligned and awakened in the energies of this beautiful co-creative frequency of ours to clear the interference, to clear anything which would disallow your frequency from being read by the physical. It's been dissolving slowly and slowly and slowly over the last few months and years, really. Thousands of years we've been doing this, but in the last few years, it's been a rapid dissolving, and in the last few months, it's been quite a greater, dissolving energy, and now this is quite a big, almost clearing. Kayaturosh, Tarikiyesh, Tari, Kiviatosh, Tare. Okay. And now we are realigning. And Source saying, first the breakthrough, then the clearing, and this is now to assist in the. We do not know, we will see. Unknown, right? Let's see. Another 5 card on Source. Oh, a 10 card. Okay, this is quite a big weaving. So this feels like a major. These cards? Yes. Okay, we're going to do a Celtic cross. So we're going to do a nice big weaving to shift. And then we will end with another integration, perhaps. We'll see what's coming through. And there we are at the center, the King of Coins. This is you, finally here. Ratu Rosh in the physical. King energy is the light energy, the physical realm energy. And you feeling stable, solid, because now your frequency is red and it now builds your it builds you, it builds your kingdom. You are able to now be stable, to build. That's a builder energy. And this was what was really lacking in all of those who were awakening, all of those who were source weavers, that the source energy wasn't really part of the builder frequency. It was very good at healing and cleansing, transmuting, but this physical realm didn't really allow it to build as much. It wasn't really aligned, but now it is. So now you are part of the builder frequency, where you're able now to, with your source energy, build and create. And it's really up to you. When we're doing the clearing energy, we ask source, is it cleared completely? And sources for some, yes, for others, no. It really depends on where you are and where you're focused. Are you really doing your work and being present to source at all times? Or are you still entertaining the illusion? So it's clear, but should you entertain the illusion or the unawakened energies, you bring in the resistance again. But in the sense, but when it comes to so the physical realm being able to manifest source in the physical really fully now, that's cleared. So it's almost like so saying the work on our side is done. And now it's literally just if you are disciplined, they say, enough to stay at source. And this discipline isn't a hard, rigid discipline of illusion. It's just be you, be at source, be authentic, stay there, honor yourself there, have faith and trust there, and witness how the energies will come into your frequency. Yes, okay. And let's see the card which is working with the King of Coins, the card which is complementing or challenging, depending. Complementing, yes. 6 of Coins, beautiful. And there we go, the building. So now the energy of you is finally being restored and reflected and seen in the physical equally. So it's no longer that energy of you doing all this stuff and not really seeing its worth and value being recognized, being celebrated, almost feeling like you're taken for granted or that your energy isn't really seen for its value. And now it is seen for its value. The physical and all the energies here in this realm see source, honor source, and can now take the shape of source in accuracy, in the accuracy of value and worth. So the more you weave a source and the more you allow yourself to really be immersed in that realm, you will now really see what your power can do. That's the rewards energy, right? You really seeing what your source power can do in this physical, as now this physical is open and accepting and allowing to it. It's been a weaving. We've been speaking of these similar energies for quite some time because it's a weaving, it's an integration, it takes time. Yet now we feel this is the breakthrough moment where um, there's no interference and you're going to see the um, remember we had an integration about instant gratification and how we had to release the fear of instant gratification. So saying it's not that you're wanting instant gratification, it's just that you can feel what your energy is worth and you're just annoyed that it's not really being truly reflected. And that's what's being healed here. So saying finally, now what you are feeling you are giving is what you are receiving and experiencing. Um, and It'll just, I mean, it's not that it's going to be instant kaboom, but it just, however long generally take, will take. It's not going to be this long drawn out process, right? So it's not like time is against you anymore. The frequencies are working against you. No, everything is now working for you, supporting you, celebrating you. Um, the co-creative components are aligned to source. You just need to be at source to be compliant. You don't want to use those words because it feels like regulations, but you just need to be at source for you to be a match, a vibrational match. Okay, we're receiving an integration for this process, so you may close your eyes or look at the cards, whichever one feels aligned. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in. Katurosh talavarosh kivir kiazatosh kitarosh. Deep breath out. Kivatosh kiarakiesh kiazotosh talavarosh kavir. Deep breath in. Viatash kiazorosh kivi raturosh riaziriash kitarosh. Deep breath out. Kiviarakiesh kita. Riazariash riaviresh. Deep breath in. Vilazorosh kiaziriash kiturosh talozatos kiataresh kavir. And a deep breath out. Viaturos, kiviatos, kiviatos. Keep breathing. Vilatos, vilem vilavo. Varikiesh katir. Vilem vilaturos talovem. Ha. Kriakiesh. Piriala. Duraviakesh. Rakiesh. Connecting to your source grid. Vu. Connecting to the frequency around you, the environment. Via rajatalavu. Via rajatalazirias tavi. Virias avalavurias. Viriaduros, ruchakakiakakirias, kavi, viavaduros. Okay, and sorry for the sound of these. Wait, do we put these cards? Need more space. Okay, there we can go there. Okay, below the energies, Rakiresh, at the base of these frequencies, Rikatu, Darvi. Okay, two cards. We have the Eight of Wands and the Four of Wands. Raki, Raturosh. Eight of Wands changes, shifts and changing. And here we are. Here we see it. Those shifts and changes aligned to you. Those shifts and changes born of your frequency now aligning with this physical realm. And with the Four of Wands, that is that home frequency of stability, of a solid foundation. So whatever you are receiving, in terms of if it's a contract, if it's an agreement, if it's a co-creation, if it's a new opportunity, if it's an interaction, whatever it is, it's stable, it's solid, it's fair, it works out in your favor. You see the diamond there with the four, oh, the diamond there with the Four of Wands, because you are now seen in your clarity. The roses there, in your full bloom, maturity, divine source maturity. Solid foundation work now. Stable work now. Stable career, stable relationships, stable sense of self, self-worth, stability within yourself, within who you are. It's no longer feeling torn um, into different places, lingering in the past or lingering in the future, or torn this way and that by people in the external. You're just really grounded and stable and ready now to build your home, your sanctuary, your your home. The physical finally being able to take the shape of your source frequency, the shape of your home. Shelter, sheltered within your source in the physical, and the physical sheltering you, and not because you need protection. It's literally just a shelter, a place of comfort and security. Past energies contributing. Here you are. Anchoring source in the physical, the Hierophant. Doing things your way, source way. Allowing yourself to honor source, not the world's version of source, not the world's idea of God, not the world's morals and what they think you should do or behave, but rather you aligning to your inner frequency, you aligning to your true inner power, and allowing that to be what you express, that to be what you live, without judgment, without criticizing yourself, without punishing yourself, without condemning yourself. This is you allowing yourself to be, to flourish, to fly, to exist as source, as your truth. And it's number 5, so changes and powerful shift. And it has been a challenge. Okay, 5 is about changes, sometimes journey through challenges. It has been quite the challenge for everyone to do this work, but you've done it well. And now that you are seated, anchored as source in the physical, you are ready now to, as you said, reap the rewards, which is you're ready to see your source manifest itself in the physical without any disturbance from the energetic or spiritual world or physical world as a whole. Ratir, crowning. The 10 of Pentacles. We love it when everything is just aligned like this. Viryash Katur, divine stability. No longer the 10 of swords, the 10 of wands, no longer being pinned down. Sandra here, the 10 of Pentacles again. No longer carrying the burden and the illusion of others, but finally building in your stability, in your power. Katurosh talavariyesh, kiatosh, kiariyesh. We are ready to integrate. Deep breath in. Viaturosh riavir, riavir. Deep breath out. Kiatarosh riatu, riavir. Deep breath in. Kivosh, kiaturosh talavariyesh. Deep breath out. Kivash, kiaturosh, kiriviriyesh. Deep breath in. Valatosh, valatosh, valatosh. Deep breath out. Kiatash. Keep breathing. Rakiyesh. Viatush. Viaki. Kiatur, Viariash, Viarikiash, Tilavirash, Riavir, Kiavuriato, Talaviriaki, Kiaturesh, Kiaturesh, Riavirek, Riaturosh, Riavak, Riaziresh, Riatir, Kiaturosh, Talavir, Viaratesh, Kiazir, Riazurosh, Talavir, Viakirek, Kiata, Talavaresh, Talavi, Kiaturosh, Talavi. Star awakening, Kava, Yata, Tavi. Unknown shadow, unknown source, the unknown frequency of you, reborn in the unknown light, the unknown physical, the unknown reality. Okay. Coming through for you in the future, in the energies coming through. Rayatala varaki kiazot. Riavaraturosh kiriavari. Ratir, ratir. The 8 of coins. All of these coins, yes, physical, finally breaking through. That which is you within, witnessed without. Gatish and Raturosh in the read, these would be the mirroring cards, the past, the future frequencies, and there it is. That which you are within, now finally you are witnessing, you are experiencing without all of the hard work, because this is you. You are this energy. You are source. You are the mastery. You are all this powerful energy of wisdom. And this is the hard work that you have done coming now into the light as ideas, as inspired thoughts, as weavings, as creations, as love, as manifestations coming through for you. Rataresh, Kiriatalave, Viriesh, Ratosh Kiavi, Viatosh Kivialatu, Raiesh, connecting to the infinity frequency, Viaturosh Talava, Kiviatosh, Viash, destiny, Viash, Viatiresh, Talaviresh, Tavi, Viratiresh, Kiavatosh, Tavi, Riataresh, Taloviesh, Talovatosh, Tavari, Kiash, Tavim. 8 pillars of knowledge, Vadu, Viash, Davosh, Kivak, Ritosh, Divok, Kivek, Ratosh. 8 pillars of wisdom, 8 pillars of power, 8 pillars of soul. Viatosh. Within, now anchoring without, within you, within your physical experience. Yashata, Ratiresh. Unlimited, undefined, unknown. Discovered by you, manifest by you, created by you, explored and discovered by you, enjoyed by you. We, the ancient frequencies, Viash, would like to come through to assist, adding more frequencies to this, for blessings are to be bestowed upon all who weave within source this day, who weave within source this night, who weave within source. Rayaji Tavaiki Yata Viarishia Zalavurosh Riarariesh. Yes, the ancients connect to you and your environment, your immediate situations, your immediate experiencings, your immediate wants, your immediate outcomes, your immediate. Riariesh, Raviesh, Talaviesh, Talaviesh, Riaviesh, 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 Talaviesh, Talaviesh, Riaviesh. Riaviesh, we bring movement, we bring changes, we ask you to allow. We bring movement, we bring changes, we ask you to receive. We bring movement, we bring changes, we ask you to be blessed. Allow yourself this movement. Do not fear the movement, do not fear the changes. Viash, they are of source, they are of you. You are finally discovering what you are. Don't fear this. Embrace this. Love this. Allow this. Learn this. Learn that which you are. Raya Shavia. Okay. Your power, your power, our power in this energy with these shifts. Vayash. Kivatosh. Davarish. Kiavesh. Kiatu. Daloresh. Viakish. Dalovi. Viriatosh. Kierakiash. Dalovash. Kiavi. Connecting to your third eye, crown, heart, Riavish, creating a great Kiaturosh around you, Vialatiresh Kia, Kivi, Tavi, 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 Ria, Vie. Awakening your power fully. Your power seen, your power tangible, felt, You understanding it, you feeling it, you knowing it. Not knowing, understanding through defining and limiting, but knowing, understanding through experiencing, discovery. Vayatu, Vayesh, Kati, Viato, Viato, Viato. Yes. You break free from all your challenges, Kiva. The Nine of Wands speaks of great faith. Great faith you have all shown. You have not given up, even though it has felt dry as the desert. You have kept your faith, kept up with your work, aligned with Source. You have been a champion of Source. You have kept faith through your exhaustion, through your trials and tribulations. You have stood tall. You have not backed down. And now all the challenges, hurdles will now be dissolved. You know the way. You have the power now. Allow Source within your conscious being, subconscious being, your every being, and witness as the energy releases you of all restriction, all challenges. Your path is clear. Restoration of energy, restoration of enthusiasm and excitement of being on earth, restoration of love of life, joyous life experience, a joyous being, support, celebrated, being seen, empowered, success, abundance, Vyashatu. We envision a pit stop in a long race, and you receiving a service, a restoration, a replenishment. Now, Kiavashtavi, Kiavashtave, Kiavashtaviriesh, Kiadurashtavi, Kiavashtavi, Kiavashtavesh, Kiavashtaviriosh, Kiavatoshtavi, Kiavashtavi, Kiavashtavesh, Kiavashtaviriesh, Kiavaroshtavi, Kiavashtavi, Kiavashtavesh, Kiavashtavariesh, Kiavashtavi. The environment around you, Valyayato, Riaviliato, Virivialati. Ooh. Viriatu, Virivialati. The environment around you, well, Three of Cups, joy, celebration. Miriati resh, Kiviria kiato. King of Cups, You receiving love, nourishment, joy, sustenance, support, care, nurture through all the paths and all that you do. Should it be co-creations, relationships? Should it be opportunity? Should it be business? Should it be work, education? Whatever it is, you are feeling restored, nourished, seen, celebrated by that which is around you. The opportunities that you are now experiencing, your environment at home, environment at work, whatever it may be, shifting to where you are now being seen and celebrated and adored and cared and nurtured and tended to. And it feels quite random, as if somebody switched a light, a switch, a light switch flicked on, and all of a sudden, a whole different experiencing of life you are having. And the people around you, even those who were perhaps not recognizing you or were pulling you down or were in the negative or were almost feeling resistant, are all of a sudden celebrating and seeing you and being nice and being caring. And it's not fake. It's not them trying to get something from you. It's the receptivity. Understand that, oh, thank you. Wow, fascinating. In terms of humans and those who are unawakened, not on this journey, they were part of the physical, of the illusion realm, which could not access or feel source. But now, those codes, remember the clearing and you anchoring source. So not only does the physical environment and the physical data is able to read source, even those who are of the physical, the humans who are not really awakening or who are still caught in the illusion, they feel the source within you and they see it. And it feels good. It no longer feels like something to be feared. You no longer feel too much. You no longer feel overwhelming. You feel like love. You feel nice. You feel joy. And it's strange to them. It's the feeling they might feel walking upon the beach with the sea sand in their toes and the sun on their skin. They feel from you and they say hello at work. And they're thinking, this is weird. That good, sunshiny feeling I get when I am there, I feel right here just having a conversation with you. They can sense you, they can feel you, they can feel the source energy, they can feel the love. You're no longer repelled, you are embraced. You're no longer um, overlooked. You are actually celebrated and wanted. They might not understand exactly why or how you feel so amazing, but you do. And it doesn't feel toxic. It doesn't feel like that, oh, they're going to now use you and abuse you. It's more that these are energies of they were consciously unaware they could not feel source. Now they can feel source. And source feels amazing and you are source, so you feel amazing. And it's just interesting for them and you, because now in maybe group projects or in situations where you would be left out because you were too much or it feels weird, they include you and you no longer feel you enjoy being included and you enjoy being in those spaces because now it's fully resonance. So it's not that everybody, not that it's not that you're going to want to be with everybody, because yeah, we all know that in this path we tend to enjoy our time alone, don't we? But it's more that you will be able to co-create in those spaces and it doesn't feel exhausting. It doesn't feel like you are living this imaginary world which everybody else cannot tap into. And now you're just like, now it's the beings are able to feel the energies of source. They don't quite understand them, and that's okay. They don't need to, but they can feel it. And it feels nice. And because it feels nice, they're happy to play there. And you come through, you feel like the same energy, so they're happy to play there with you. And because they're happy to play there, they're now light. They're no longer complaining. They're no longer in the illusion, complaining and dragging you down. They're now playful. So you being there, it feels like breathing now because they are able to process your frequency. It's breathing for you. It's like finally, they finally can switch to fun. And maybe it might not be that they can sustain it for very long because you're the one at source. They're the ones who are still working towards this connection. Yet, at least when you spend that hour or 3 hours with them, you are in a source vibe. You're not um, in this dense illusion, having to navigate these spaces. It's almost like they just, as soon as you come in, they'd rather switch to source as opposed to remain in the density. And because they can't necessarily speak light codes or downloads or speak source as we do, as we call it, speak source, it's more presence now. So instead of it being complainy or anything, it's just present. They're just present in that moment. That's why it's playful and light. So it's not a healing moment. And it's not oh, now I need to lift the frequency. And it's not oh, now they're just around people complaining. No, they just are present. So there's no complaining. It's just present frequency. So you can imagine if there's a games night. Everybody now is invested in the game and fun. They're not bringing through old energies and complaining about politics while playing the game. And it's not that. They are now fully present. It's as though your frequency brings them to presence now because they're aware of the source, so they can feel the source. And the source frequency is a dominant energy. So it brings the situation to presence. Thus, there's a lightness, there's a playfulness, and then you just enjoy it because now people are present. Now you can go climb a mountain, and it's about the nature and the sun and the trees and the birds and the energies. It's not about, oh, let's now discuss something that's horrible of the world and just mope and moan and whine and complain. So it's a very, it's an interesting dynamic which we can feel, yet we will have to also experience it before we can actually understand it more, beautiful beings. But just know that in the environment around you, you are just feeling more cared and loved, and it just feels good. It just feels good. You're not feeling overlooked, you're not feeling, misplaced. And you don't seem to need more. That's what brings the joy. It's as if when they couldn't read our energy, those of us in source, when they couldn't read our energy, it was almost like you needed a bit more. And not that we wanted more from them, but it just felt like, it's just almost like I just want to shake them, like, come on, but can't you just be happy for just a moment? Can't you just celebrate life? Can't you just be in this joyous energy? And now they are almost there, they can sense it. So your presence amplifies it organically. And so they feel it and they just are there. And so you don't need any more. Not that you've needed more from them, but it was almost like you were very happy and self-contained on yourself. But with all the negativity around, it's like, oh, I'm fine, but if we could just like switch the channel to happiness, then it would really be great. So now they are there and it's authentic. They're not trying to pretend. They're present. They're present. So even if they want to speak about something that's challenging or something that's a concern for them, it's not in a moany, whiny way. It's actually in a constructive, source healing way, where if you do feel inspired to assist, they actually take it on and apply. And it's not you being a broken record. It's fascinating. It's everything in the physical can finally read and access source, including the humans who are all physical, which I think is a very we tend to, just think of the environment and the things that are happening, and then coming to establish, stability and resources. We don't really think that the humans are also going to also just now hear and feel, and so that was interesting. That's fun. That's nice. That's nice. I think we'll see. We'll discover it. And well, the cards say joy, celebration, seen, being cared for, and again, the king energy is in the physical, right? So not only the king of coins, so not only you feeling grounded and stable and in that place, but also feeling the love of source around you, the love of the source you are being felt by others around you, but not in a we want to take from you, just appreciate it. Like they would see a beautiful sunset and appreciate the sunset. You can't now absorb the sunset's energy. You know what I mean? I mean, we can connect to it and have a bit of a conversation with the sunset, but just in terms of taking that energy, they can't, they're not doing that to you. Just like they might see a beautiful sunset, they appreciate your beautiful energy. And they can't be angry at you. They can't be angry at the sunset or the sunrise or the stars or it's very interesting. Hopes and fears. So beautiful beings. Any fears we have? Let's see how they are being transmuted and healed, and hopes that things won't do. Thank you so much. Thank you for the beautiful contribution. It all helps. We really appreciate you. Thank you, Chanel. Ratu Roshkia Viresh. Riatu. Look at the bottom of the card, a new path. Ace of Wands, a new path. So let us see. Hopes and fears. Wheel of Fortune. Yes. So, thank you, Michael. Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. New Zealand. I wish would definitely love to be in New Zealand. We just saw the New Zealand dollar sign. We're thinking actually, we in New Zealand. New Zealand's one of the places we actually feel aligned and called to come and visit one day. We trust we'll be able to at some point. It feels very calming and soothing. Okay, we did digress. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. So fears, do not fear. Nothing to fear. Never you fear. Because that which is you is being aligned and being and being transmuted and being realigned and being restored to you. Thank you, Charlotte. We appreciate you. Being restored to you, being restored to your frequency, being restored to all that you are, being restored to your highest frequency, and all of your hopes, everything is weaving to you. So it's like whatever you're hoping for, it's now spinning in your favor. Whatever you're fearing, it's spinning out of your life. So you can really enjoy as you're just witnessing these energies, and that's what we also feel of the humans. We're also human. We understand that we're also in human form, but when we mention the humans in that sense, we're just mentioning the ones who are of physical form versus us who are of source in human form here to assist and awaken. So those who are unawakened or those within the illusion, let's rather say that, those are in their illusion. That's what we mean. It's as if maybe you are wanting to go to work in a company and it's random because you're thinking, I don't want to be in a company. All of a sudden, I want to be in a company. And you just feel that your energy is called to this company. But you almost have a concern that, "Ugh, but what if the employees or the employer is of the illusion? How is that going to fit in?" You being source, you literally witness them celebrate you, appreciate you. And it's not because you are there lecturing or healing them or anchoring. It's not about doing any of the spiritual work. It's just being your true authentic self, right? Not maybe it's dressing, not really dressing up in that corporate way, but rather dressing into something that looks professional but is a little bit more to your frequency. And instead of getting a, "Why aren't you wearing a suit and tie?" They'd be like, "Oh, that looks nice on you." And you'd be like, "Yeah, it just allows me to feel freer." And I don't know, it just like the clients seem to like this. I'm like, "Okay, cool, nice." It's weird. It's almost like the rules that they would usually uphold don't really apply to you. So it's like they just sort of know, oh no, that's so and so. They're always like this. It's great, but they do but the work is amazing. So, we just let them be whatever they want to be. That's how it's gonna feel. It's like they don't interfere with you. They don't interfere. And the more you are just you, the more you're like the sunshine in their life, in the office. And even the most hardest person you melt. Like it could be the most iciest of CEOs or managers or owners, but they just melt when you're there. And when you come through and bring through suggestions and stuff, oh, they're happy to, because as soon as you do something, it works. It's You bring the abundance, it raises the frequency. And so they might not necessarily be awakening this lifetime, and yet they are open to the suggestions you're bringing to implement. They're not against it. They're not resistant to the changes you're bringing. They're actually supportive and celebrate the changes you are bringing. And we see it here. They celebrate, they're supportive, and they celebrate the changes you bring. They're not against it. But again, as we have established, Source said it just depends on you. Are you going to fearlessly be there as Source? So not wear that suit, but fearlessly be there in this beautiful garment that you know looks professional, but it's just not what you don't want to wear. Are you going to daringly be Source? Because that's what it takes. It takes you being fully 100% Source for this energy to work. It's almost like if you waver, that in between makes them also in between, unsure. If you're unsure, they're unsure. So if you're tiptoeing back and forth, they're going to tiptoe back and forth. But if you're full on sunshiny, they're full on sunshiny with you. And that's why Source is saying, well, we've done everything on our end. It just depends. Are you going to actually honor Source and be Source? And that's just your truth, okay? It doesn't mean you need to go in there and light sage and incense and crystals. No, unless you feel inspired to. And even if you did, if you felt inspired to walk around your office space of sage, you'll literally see that the person will be like, okay, cool, thank you, you're clearing it. They'll be like, what are you doing? We're clearing the energy so everything works out better. They'll probably say thank you. Like, it's not going to be rejected. Um, but you don't have to actively. Sources is saying this is not you actioning Source. It's being Source. It's being you. It's just being you, being your authentic you. That's all it is. That's the difference. They say sometimes us on this journey, we almost make Source work. It's like we make it a work thing. We make it I now need to go and raise the frequency and heal this. And so saying that's not what you came here to do. You came here to see how your energy looks like in this realm. This realm did not allow it because of the energies. You had to then take the energies on to clear it, then to be Source. And now be you. Literally be you. And in being you, you then organically heal. And should you be inspired to do for us a spiritual service, then yes, our work is a bit more. Let's do meditations, integrations, but that's because this is what we do. Should we have should we have remained in the entertainment business, for example, say we had remained modeling or acting, then we wouldn't go on set every single day and hold a meditation and hold integration. That's a lot of work. We'd be exhausted. We would then just be on set as the model or as the actor, doing the work as that, but we would be ourselves. We would be, okay, cool. Well, before I start this take, I just want to ground my energy quick. I'm just feeling a bit frazzled. And would happen, and the director, like, just ask the director, just give me a second. And then you would go ground your energy, do what you did, then come back on set. Like, you would not shy away from being your truth there, right? Because it's almost like this is something we can't show. We have to be quiet of this because then it makes people feel awkward. It makes people feel insecure. It makes people feel bad. It was like, no, now you just be what you feel, be what aligns with you, and you will see in those spaces it works. So say you're in the office space again, and you are seeing that people are just, maybe not really clicking. People are a little bit like, the energies are a bit off. And then you just suggest, okay, everybody, you go to the whoever's in charge and say, I just want to take everybody for 10 minutes, do a breathing thing, not spiritual at all, just to connect us because we're all just on the very wrong energies right now. And if we could just all just be one, it'll work smoother. And they'll be open to it. You grab everyone, you do a quick breathing, everybody goes back and it works flawlessly. And it's like fantastic. And now all of a sudden everything is working. You can do your work and you can also go home. So what you are inspired to do and what you feel inspired. It's not that you have to now hold this breathing, you have to do breathing exercises. No, it's you just feel inspired in that moment. Whatever you are as source, being it, being it. We trust this makes sense for everyone. The outcome, it's very interesting energies and very beautiful energies. It's source is saying, yes, it was subtle, it was subtle. And that is why we couldn't really all envision how we were going to now be a part of this world, because we were like, oh, in order for us to be a part of this, we need a whole new planet source. So how on earth are we going to be these beings when these other beings are just so not here? And now we're realizing, sources saying, no, just like the physical environment and the physical energies, they will be able to also feel source. And your source energy, because now it's dominant, will be able to shift their frequency to source. So they'll be able to appreciate and be balanced. And so your calm that you feel within yourself is the calm they all feel, and it's the calm that you receive from them. The serenity that you feel for yourself is the serenity they'll feel, and the serenity that you will receive from them. The abundance you feel is the abundance they will also receive and feel from you, but the abundance you'll receive from them. So you can just be the constant source and be source and receive source, and they're the ones that are shifting, because now it's not a forced shift either, it's a healing, because now it allows them to feel, actually, I can be love, and love also works. Actually, I can be at peace, and peace also assists to accomplish that. So it is now them being able to tap into these energies which they simply could not. They couldn't feel it. They couldn't tap into it. All of a sudden, they can tap into it, and all of a sudden, they can feel it, and all of a sudden, they understand what you're talking about. And they might not get it to the point of they're not going to awaken now overnight. They don't, but that's not the point. They don't have to. They, in their physical aspected way, can be conscious and can be focused in the present and just be present. You are present, and at presence, your source. They are present, at presence, they are whatever the high vibrating experience or energy is at that time is. It's interesting. Just like the environment will shift to you, they also shift, but it's again, it's not forced. This is not us forcing them to be what they don't want to be. It's like we just raise their energy grid to them to feel where they can be should they allow it. And because it feels so good, they'd rather do that. They'd rather they'd rather be in the peaceful energy than be annoyed and angry and frustrated. They'd rather calm down and be at ease than blow up and be angry. It's like they finally have availability to, ah, that actually feels better, and they rather choose what feels better than what they consciously think. It's very interesting. The outcome. Virashki vyashtavi viryashtave. Ah, Six of Cups. Yes, destiny. Aligned to destiny. A huge healing also we're seeing there with the heart and the cross there. A huge forgiveness, a huge healing. And this is of past. It feels like the way that you were treated in the past, or the how you experienced earth in the past as this being, it's healed. The past understanding of you and how you are is healed. You're no longer feeling, not that you felt ashamed, but it was always like a bit almost like insecure, just unsure, because you just didn't really want to engage in people who might just be unnecessarily unkind for no reason, or cruel or abusive. And now finally, you being in your power is the healing. So you feel more confident in your source energy. You love who you are. There's a sense of forgiveness for you are, and your path. You finally really start forgiving this path, this journey, because you understand, whoa, this is a crazy journey. For me to be in my power, I had to take on all of that stuff to release it and then to be my truth. And I elected that on some source level. and you finally forgiving yourself for electing it. It's like, but why Earth? It's like, I understand that this is a realm where I can come and see what I am in the physical, but honestly, is it worth it almost? And now finally it's like, it is worth it. It was worth it. This is actually really, really good. This is great, actually. This is amazing. And you feel proud of yourself for coming through and doing this Earth journey. And you are proud of how it's like finally the effects that you have been hoping for to happen is happening, and you are seeing people being more conscious, like, oh, finally the work we've all been doing all these years is finally paying off, and nobody's on a cross being crucified or being stoned to death and being drowned or being burnt. We're finally at a place where everybody is actually loving each other, and they're being a bit more empathic. Oh my goodness, they're being a bit more conscious out of their own wanting. This is insane. So it's almost just a bit of a and the breathing. That oasis Source is talking about. It's like, oh, finally, can just breathe a bit and just enjoy what we are. There's a sense of enjoyment Source wants us all to get from who we are and what we are. So saying we haven't really quite enjoyed this journey. We've had good times, in the illusion, had great times, even though there were reckless times, there were great times. In the cocooning, had good times, even though they were quite isolated and a lot of lessons learned. It was a good time to connect with spirit, and you enjoyed the spirit energies. You enjoyed the very trippy energies we were all in, right? It was great, interesting. And now, as the butterfly, again, it was better times, lighter times, but still, so saying there's a depth and a richness of enjoyment which the beings who are awakening haven't really been able to experience because the energies were a bit resistant to it. But now the energies are flowing. And also the environment, because you all care so deeply, as much as you all understood that you would all be having these beautiful lives, the thought that humans would still be in the suffering was not really settling well for everyone. As much as you were quite over the dramas that they are doing and like, okay, actually goodbye, you guys do you. It's still that's not great that they now are stuck in this energy, but anyway, we had to do what we had to do. But now it feels a lot more like, okay, at least it's a little bit more softer. There's a softer edge to Earth. It's not so harsh, and it's not so, sharp. Like humans, unawakened humans are very like almost sharp, and there's this edge, and they find it attractive, this hard edge to life, where we have now brought this softness and this presence and this love and this light. And that finally excites them too. It finally turns them on, finally makes them happy. They finally are also enjoying being at peace, enjoying not having, like, arguing and bullying isn't exciting for them anymore. They're finally finding themselves enjoy peace and tranquility and consciousness and anchoring as we are. So it's a very interesting development for Earth as a whole. But for you, because we're saying this is really, really about you finally aligning to your path and your destiny, and again finding that um, a healing to your past self and a healing to your present self and a healing for your future self. Beneath the deck, I can't make this up, the magician, and here you all are. Overall energy, all the magic we have been weaving, the potions, the spelling, the manifestations, the prayers, the intentions, the ceremonies, goodness, we have been doing so much over these thousands of years. Finally paying off. Finally, everything finally moving into motion. You feeling like this powerful magician in your energy. You seeing how your energy is weaving. This is you. This is how you enter. This is how you are at the office. Look at how this being is dressed up. This is you entering the office space, and this is you going to your meeting with the CEO looking fabulous in this emerald green, and they love it. So this is just us just being your true beautiful presence, and nobody's fighting it, nobody's resisting it because it's magic. It's literally magic. Whatever you do is magic. Whatever you do turns out. The rest of the business have been trying, the rest of the company have been trying to do one thing for 20 years. They're failing. You come in one day and it's done. And they're like, how? And they're like, I just felt this was right. They felt? What do you mean you felt? No, this just felt like the right way to go. What do you mean felt? I mean, here are the documents. You have to do it this way. Yeah, but no, that didn't work. I just felt like if you just did it this way, it's better. And it works. And they're like, they don't quite understand what you mean you felt that computer program into life, but it works. They can't dispute that the program is working and the results are working. So they just let you go with the feelings that you're feeling, even though they can't understand it. And you don't need them to understand it either. You don't need them to, oh, but you have to connect with source, and you're not even, because you understand as much as you would like to assist them to connect to that frequency, it'll take a good maybe 30, 50,000 years for them to actually integrate it where they are on their journey. And just nobody has time for that in a week, days of work for 50,000 years of integration. So you are just allowing them to be, and you're allowing yourself to be. You're not really trying to understand it yourself. You're not trying to understand how you don't even know how you got it. You just felt this button looks pretty. You pressed it and boom, it worked. And yes, you are knowledgeable. Yes, you're a programmer, but in that moment, that programming mind wasn't really there. It was just like, no, this just feels like a nice color to work with today. And it just works. Because it's you navigating through source, and source is just guiding you through whatever feels like a fun thing, not a serious thing, whatever feels like a good time, not a, a structured time, whatever feels like love, not whatever feels responsible. So it's a beautiful fluidity. And not only are you now in your power and feeling your magic weave, it's actually also you are feeling it, you are feeling it awaken all around you. Whew, thank you, Source. Thank you. What a beautiful download. And finally, you are able to see others who are in this way. The isolation period seems to have also been released, where we all needed to be in our own little isolatory spaces and crystallize. It was not easy for us to connect to other like-minded energies who understood us and to be able to share these experiences, because Source was saying, well, the thing is, codependency had to be healed. If all of you were awakening at the same time, the caterpillar, Source always said, the caterpillar is alone in the cocoon. It's not a huge cocoon with 10 other caterpillars all sharing their transformation trauma. Imagine none of the butterflies would be done. They would all be half and half because they'll all be lost in the trauma of it all. So instead, each of them are in their own individual cocoons doing their own healing. And then when they are butterflies, oh, they can kiki as much as they want under the sun. And that's what's happening. Source is saying that crystallization energy has come through, and all of us are now finally able to not only be in our magician frequency, but we can actually sense others around us who are in the same energy and resonate. And it's now at a place where you are so at ease in your own space. It's no longer that desperation. You don't need people around you. You're actually quite happy on your own, which now liberates the other person to also be. We're meeting here, we're creating in this moment, but then also we can say goodbye, and it's okay. I it's not this, oh no, now we're leaving, I'll never see you again. You don't have that energy anymore. There's no attachment. There's a detachment to how we are with all of us, with each other. And it doesn't mean you don't care. This detachment allows for a deeper connection, because now you allow yourself to change, the other person's allowed to change. And when you meet them, you meet anew every single time. And you might have beings who are your friends. This is also saying, yes, this also can be community energies coming around. But even in that community, even with those beings around you, there's no attachment. There's no attachment. You are free. All of you are free. And it required quite a long period of you coming into yourself before you could be able to engage like this. But that's also going to be quite unique and individual, right? All of us are all on different aspects of your journey. So just enjoy where you are. It feels like a very magical time. We just want to sit with these energies a bit and understand exactly when they are coming through in this way. Do we need to integrate those sources? Yes. Okay. Before we do that, I'm just going to hold all of this is all the tarot from the readings. I'm just going to put it all in one pack so we can all just integrate all of these. Who's at the back? Yeah, that's good. Six of coins at the back with the magician in the front. That seems quite harmonious. It makes a seven with the one and the magician and the six of coins. Okay. And both are green. So, yes, let's do it. A bit of healing was also beautiful to heal. A bit of the physical is great. Rakiresh, Taviresh, Ravir. As always, you may close your eyes or look at the tarot, look at the magician, whatever may allows ease. Deep breath in, Vaturosh Talaviriyesh. Deep breath out, Giatos Kiraviriyesh. Deep breath in, Vitarosh Talavarosh. Deep breath out, Givatos Ratiresh. Deep breath in, Viriyesh Riavurosh. Deep breath out, Viriyesh Kiatiresh. Keep breathing, Rata Kiviaturosh. Viaresh Kiaki, Viaresh Kiaki. Viaresh Kiaki, Viaresh Kiaturosh. Viaresh Kiaturosh, Viaresh Kiakariesh. Dalovem Viavish Dalovem. Hmm. Viadaresh Dalozatos is a great peace which is to be restored and returned to your life. This peace is not stillness or boredom or lack, no. It is a peace which allows you to express all that you are at an ease, at an allowance, at a bliss, at a tranquility. Viadurosh ki viadosh. Receiving now, all of you. Everything else that you are ready to receive from this integration. And allowing and inviting all other energies wishing to assist, please, by all means, you are more than welcome. And whatever we may all offer you in return, beautiful beings, through Source as Source, of course, for we are co-creators. Yatare. Divine assistance is at play. Divine assistance is now. Kiesh kiaviash kiesh. Mm. Okay. Take your time receiving all those frequencies, beautiful being. We'll be with you shortly. And we shall read the chat and see if anything else comes through. Thank you all for your beautiful donations. We appreciate. 20th super donation on the live stream. Thank you, thank you. That is a beautiful, thank you, all of you. A beautiful milestone for us. Okay. Deliverance was your Libra star reading. Yes, deliverance was for Libra and Pisces. We just had to let go and watch ourselves, see what happens. And we are so happy that we're able to do the star sign messages and channelings. It allows us a lot more structure and fluidity, but a fluid structure, not limitation. And also, just now all of you can also align to whatever calls you. We love that. Queen of Swords, Ace of Coins was me as Robin Hood, of course. Thank you, Robin Hood, doing your beautiful work. Chariot 777. We've also been seeing 777 everywhere of late. Hello, Michael. Much better this week. Yeah, thank you. Glad that the reception is better. Hi, everyone. Well done, everyone. Yes, indeed. I think it is the biggest trap in the awakening community, thinking that receiving more ability is the end game. Yes, but it's the illusion. That is what we are. It is not even a. It's not even a new thing from the awakening community. It's from the illusion. It's carried over from the illusion. That is just the carryover frequency. And so, as we are now in the new frequencies of awakening, we are able to understand it more. That's why it's always release even more to source, a release even more to source and understand. For we also had only now we're really coming to understand that's what it is to be of source and have that source relationship, right? And every single step allows you an awakening to more and more and more. And yeah, it is. It can be quite a big cycle to be lost in, um, the rewards and the abilities and all that stuff, as opposed to understanding that those are the product of you being, and there is no real end game for your eternal. So it is that constant focal point of you as source, and it's quite disruptive to everything around, but that's the disruption that needs to happen. That's the tower. And trusting that whatever settles, when the dust settles after the storm, everything will be aligned and everything will be at ease. Unparched. A star on earth, yes, indeed. A lot of throat clearing and congestion all of last night, and now as I watch, a lot of clearing, yes. A lot of truth energies in the throat. A lot of us the upper energies, the higher energies have really been going through quite a bit. I'm sure a lot of you have been experiencing a lot of third eye, crown chakra, and throat chakra and heart chakra activations and activity. A lot of perception shifts and changes. There's a lot that's required to open up to allow these new energies to anchor in. Not only the root, and we sometimes think, oh, it's the base chakras that now need to anchor in. And so saying, no, that's actually in terms of you being anchored, you're anchored, but it's more just the understanding and the perception that is what either allows or disallows your reality from being. For what you focus on is what is. It's always been that way. And to allow a more open, fluid understanding allows a more open and fluid life experience. Fascinating, yes. Last night I was drawn to a location in Richard Branson Spaceport, a couple hours away. Okay. Sandra, I love when you add a little ding. And did you go out of space? How was it? Was it beautiful? Did you add some energy? Did you just feel like this? We sometimes get called to in locations too, where we just feel, ooh, we just have a flash or a thought of a place. And as soon as we have that, we just send love there and healing and beauty. And we don't judge what's happening. We don't judge what they're doing. We don't judge the experience. For we understand that every single thing in this reality, in this world, is a spectrum. Everything. Everything has the ability to be good or bad. Just depends. And also that good and bad it's not even real. It's your perception of good and bad. So whenever we do think of anything or we're drawn to a location or we're drawn to a space, we just send love. Or We just ask source if there's anything we can do there to assist, let us be. And then see what happens. And then generally, we trust that whatever is going on in those spaces will allow a healing or a clearing. A bit of our magic will be there to assist it to be a benefit to humanity as opposed to something that is destructive, right? I have a question for later. Sometime for later. Okay. Sometimes when I'm doing alchemy on the only as website, or when we travel to 2026, the other times, I have experiences of passing out as the integrations begin, and then I wake up as soon as you say you may take as long as you need in these energies. They always resonate with me, but it's like I go under. Sorry, you know us, man. It's because we know you, so we can't help but giggle when we read this in your voice and everything, and just your energy. And and then awake when done. Should I redo, or is it just my way? It's your way of processing. It's your way of processing the energies through ease. And I think what we're receiving also sort of saying, especially now when you are pregnant, this allows everything to go through without you having to shake and tremor or, spaz or feel these weird energies or shooting. It's like you just go into ease, let your body just be at rest, get the integrations going, and then wake up in alignment. Source just mentioned that quite a bit, like, well, as you're now having a baby, it just assists. And also, beautiful being, this sort of happens to you quite often. We feel that your energy does do that when we have, and we do have some beings who come through us for sessions, who are visiting us in Cape Town, even online. And when we start doing the integration, we can see and gone, and we just continue. And then as soon as we are done, literally the moment we're done, eyes are open. So that's when we know, okay, they went into a deep sleep and they come back. Because some of our integrations require cellular regeneration. The energy is literally weaving and healing the cells. So it's a bit of like a mini microsurgery. So you being under that just allows energies to flow fluidly. In the subconscious, you're not fighting energies, nothing. It's just like you just are removed from that space. Everything is happening, then you come back, zhoop, and you can just experience it. And so just enjoy that. If you want to do it again, just because you want to have the feels or you want to have the visuals, because sometimes that's happened to us too when we were doing a meditation and we felt vump, we were out, and then whoop, we got back and we understood we had a deep integration because when we come back, we could feel all the shifts. But then we're like, yeah, but we also want to just see what's going on, and then we just check in with source if it's okay to do it again, if it won't be too overwhelming, and if it's okay, we'll do it again. But now we're sitting up and we're now awake, and then we can already feel the integration is done. We're not really feeling any more happen, but then we can sometimes be carried away with the visuals or the if any sensations are happening. But you don't have to do it again. Once is always enough, unless you're called to do so. Sometimes the integrations might ask you to do them more than once, and that just means they're layers. The light language is fluid, right? It's not fixed like the human languages. So you might listen to a meditation once and receive a set of integrations, listen to it again and receive a completely different set of integrations. It is literally just a fluid, timeless, shifting frequency. So just listen to intuition and see. I'm just gonna check. Just listen to the intuition, yep, and see how it goes, and that should be fine. But you don't have to do it again. We're just happy it's not giving you too many like headaches or symptoms. And if it does, just you can always ask Source to please align the integration in a way which doesn't cause too much pain or anything like that. Okay. We have asked Source if we can do a meditation or something to assist with ascension symptoms in general. That is something we've uploaded that you can always go to if you need. So as soon as we can, if it is available, we'll do it. It's not available now, but they're saying they're working on it. It just requires. It's a bit complex. Um, yeah, the integration is a bit complex because it needs to be in a way where it's timeless, and that whatever integration you're receiving in that moment n- can be transmuted to a different energy grid, which doesn't cause any physical experiencing of harm. Not that it's intentional. It's just it's a complex spell. I always think of it like, it's like a spell or a potion. It's a bit of a complex one, and the my frequencies, they're busy there with the guides, and they're working out a formula. And as soon as the formula is done, I'll download it, and then we will have it. So we are, because we understand. I think it was 3 sessions ago. There were a bit of ascension symptom energies, and you were asking all for a bit of relief. So we are working on it. It's just pending. It's cooking in the unknown source laboratories. As soon as it's ready, we'll receive it and hopefully be able to upload it on one of the platforms for you all to access. Happily ever after. Switch the channel to happiness. Yay. Thank you for the contributions. I would love to be in New Zealand. We'll definitely, if we ever do that, we'll definitely call it. It's one of the places that is called New Zealand, and mostly New Zealand. I don't know why. We don't know why. As Velastri and no, as Lasal are different energies, but as Kemet, New Zealand, there's a we feel, but I think it's just there's an anchoring. We enjoy really being grounded. Like if we could have a someone hug us all day long, that would probably be great. We enjoy just being because our energies are always we're always just floating up in the air. And Table Mountain does that for us in Cape Town. It just holds us. We can breathe. And we feel like New Zealand and all the mountains there also just boom. So we'll see. Uh-oh, the man that gave and took away Italy's from New Zealand. Interesting. Wheel of Fortune is accepted and happily shared with all who need it indeed. Wheel of Fortune is another 10. Yes, it is. Kemet is superstar. This is new entertainment, alive and healing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are so pleased all of you are enjoying this. Bless you, lucky. Blessings to you. Blessing, blessing, blessing. Thank you, thank you. Welcome. Have been seeing Merlin and Melchizedek in my cars lately, a few dragons too. We've been working with the Merlinite actually. And it's interesting because before we began this, we were thinking, do we need to hold it? And just like, no, we can just be nearby. So also been working with the Merlin energies, well, Merlinite, alchemy, duality. We find it a very beautiful grounding energy. Again, just holds us. Gunk. Not that we require to be grounding, we are grounded in ourselves, but we feel we all know what we mean. And yes, the dragon energy has been everywhere. Dragon fire has been around us and everywhere. We have been integrating a few dragons. We work with the white dragon. That's the dragon we first came into contact with when we were Velastri. And we have now integrated a few other dragons in our frequency. But predominantly, it is the white dragon of illumination and clarity and truth. It's almost like a star dragon, actually. The latest one was a star dragon we received. We have a lot of star energy in us. We are mostly star than anything else. And so whenever we integrate anything, it is star dragons or star phoenixes and all of that bright light, shiny stuff. Yesterday's Mickey's The Sorcerer's Apprentice came to me, a giant frame poster. I instantly created an altar connected to my print. Yes, we love that. We love it when energies from this earth also activate. We watched the Care Bears. There's a Forest of Feelings, care a lot. It's when the Care Bears go into the Forest of Feelings and then they meet Braveheart and and Swift-Heart and all the other animals, and then at the end of that movie, they all receive their stare, which is amazing. We love that part. But when we rewatched the Forest of Feelings song, and the activations we got. He was just like, we're like, whoa, okay, well, thank you for whoever done, because we could feel immediately. So whoever was creating this and whoever was working with this was definitely already anchoring in light codes, because we were stuck to the screen with Care Bears. And the storyline, I mean, it's rudimentary. It's not that intense. So, it is very much, it's for kids, and it's beautiful and very caring, but it was a lot of the visuals that always got us. And we now, when we watched that video with the visuals and the mandalas and the energies, we could just feel ourselves all receiving all these energy and codes, and especially heart chakra energies. We had we enjoyed all the Care Bears. When we were younger, Tender Heart was the one that felt weird for us. We couldn't really connect with their energy, but now we connect with the energy a lot more, and we understand it. We were very closed in our heart space younger because of our upbringing. So it was interesting to also have that reflection now as Kemet. A healing, oh, healing within all the energies. We're here to heal all the frequencies through source by just not judging, but sharing and embracing them through the source frequency. So definitely a healing within Disney, a healing within all the energies here. 144141444 have been my numbers lately. Nice. A lot of four, grounding, foundation, and that five and transformation in the middle. Very powerful. We received on our phone, it was 1313. The time was 1313 on the 13th, and the temperature was 13. And somehow it was a big 1313, the little 13. So we just had like a spectrum of 13s all over our phone. And when we looked at it, we also went into quite a, we just went into like the shutdown. I think what Ajna means when she's integrating. And we came back and we're like, whoa. So we love how numerology is assisting, and we feel it's also because of the 2020 perfect vision. When we said 2020 perfect vision, we there's an activation to numerology assisting us awaken. I mean, numerology has always been there throughout the ages, and it's always been a healing energy. Yet we feel with everybody saying 2020 perfect vision at that time, it really almost gave numerology permission to really come in and assist awaken in an active kind of way, which always has quite a lot of power, right? Always a pleasure to co-create. Yes, Cass James, so lovely. So good to see you. Comet integrate all this and return to the replay tonight. Indeed. The session was loaded with much needed energies. Glad to have made it to the live. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Petra. Merlinites in Camelot, yes. Still dealing with all the day sickness, caught in the tail end of explanation. Thank you, beautiful being. Thank you, beautiful being. Thank you. Ajna, you will be able to see the upload and just go to where we mentioned it, but it was just that, yes, you are integrating in that state of sleep in order for all the energies to integrate without disturbing you too much. And then in your awakened space, you're able to come through and integrate. You don't have to do it again. You don't have to do it again. Okay, beautiful beings, thank you so much for today's session. Lots of energies to integrate, a lot of power pack. What we wanted to do before we got distracted with the integration and everything else, which are always not a distraction, but the purpose. We wished to, can we? Yes, we wanted to understand all these energies, all these goodies, timeline, brief, roughly. We know we're in the unknown, just roughly. When do these energies begin? Now, okay. Oh, now. Okay, that's wonderful to know. So all of these energies with as we did in the beginning, the clearing and the timeline shift and the anchoring and everything we've been going through begins now and is for Ratiresh Kiviriesh Katur Talavarosh Kivir Kiatesh. As long as you are within source, these energies remain. Should you disconnect from source, then they shift out. It is simply your availability at source that allows these energies to be with you or not. Okay, thank you. We just asked when and how long the time period, and it starts now. We asked whether it is an eternal thing, and that's when we received, well, should you be at source, then yes, it's eternal. But should you be back and forth, then it'll be back and forth. It's like a switch. And they say the more you're in source, the greater the momentum. So the more you are there, the more it'll actually assist in the going. But if you keep going on and off, it almost imagine a plant in light, and if the light is constant, it'll grow because it's constantly there. But should you just keep making it dark and light, it disturbs the growth. And so it's not fluid. And source is saying, well, that's the thing. If you are just at source, and allowing yourself to be source no matter what at all times, no matter the experience, is just being at source, present at source, being source, allowing yourself to be experienced at source, you're going to feel the momentum and the energies build and build and build and build. And then, of course, your energy, it's like a new muscle. The energies of your source radiance and your source grid and your source range grows. And so, the more dynamic, the more impact, the more powerful your energy in terms of effect, in terms of um, the more you are in source, the more you are anchoring and allowing your energy to work in this realm. And the more you do that, the more it will be, the more it'll influence. It has a greater influence, right? But the more you keep going back and forth, and second guessing and people pleasing and shifting, then your experiences will be okay. They'll be nice, but they're not going to be as great as those who are actually just doing it and just staying there, no matter what happens. The source is saying if you just go big with source, go big, boom. That go big and go home state or go home statement, go big with source and let whatever is happening happen, but you're just being source. Then it is a very dynamic experience you will have. But should you just be sort of a little bit of sauce, not too much? No, I don't know, I don't know, I don't, and you're just teetering, then that's what you're going to experience. And so you're encouraged just to be at source at all times and to experience it. Um, because it's you, you're experiencing you awaken. But and if you keep putting yourself on and off, then your energy is sort of receiving from source. It's just then a bit more, then as opposed to just whoop, 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 bing, like that star, and just shining brightly without wavering and flickering, just being. Okay, thank you, beautiful beings. We look forward to all of this integrating and weaving and aligning and manifesting for each and every single one of you. Trust your power, trust yourself at source. Just trust. It's We know it's not an easy thing to just do. Words easier to say than do, but trust. We have been trusting, and so far we have been able to connect with all you beautiful beings while trusting this journey. And you have all been trusting, and we've been all able to connect like this. So if this is what is manifesting from a little bit of trust while we're still shifting, we look forward to what then manifests for all of us. Should we just fully plug into Source and let's see. If this is just a taste of the beautiful energies we get to co create within, then wow, we are definitely destined for magical experiences ahead, for you are all such magic. And we are so, so, so honored to have you all here with us and sending you so much love, so much gratitude. Kim, always so much gratitude. We love you so much, Kara. And we trust you all have a most beautiful, beautiful, and wonderful Sunday. It's Sunday. Wonderful week ahead. We nearly said weekend. Well, some of you are only beginning your Sunday, so have a beautiful Sunday day. Those of you heading to bed like us, have a beautiful Sunday evening and night into the week. And for the rest of everyone else, wherever you are, have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful week. We'll see you next week. We're going to have quite a few new uploads on the OnlyFans channel, so have a peek. They're going to be more episodal, sources bringing through quite a lot of integrations, not so much series. If the series comes through, we'll let you know. And we'll continue with the star sign readings. We're starting with water this week. We will not have a set cycling order for the elements. We simply just asked source, which elements do you want to do today? And we got water. So water starts this week. So Cancerians, Pisces, and Scorpios, your readings will be up tomorrow. And then Earth is on Tuesday. Okay. And we'll release the others to the unknown. We'll tap into the others when it's closer to the time. But water on Monday and Earth on Tuesday. Okay, beautiful beings, we will connect with you soon. Monday meditation. The Monday meditation we were talking about was for OnlyFans, and we are not yet there, integrated. We know it's going to happen, and we put our feelers out, but it hasn't really landed as something we are to do yet. We'll announce it completely. We'll announce it before we do it, that we're having the meditation. We'll announce the time. We'll announce what it's about. Of course, Source will also give us, I think, a theme-ish kind of vibe. So we feel they're more, not that we will also download new unknown energy, but we also feel it'll be like, oh, we're working on the heart space, or oh, we're going to manifest something. They feel a little bit more themed. That's the best way we can say it. But we are not quite yet ready to integrate. We have learned to receive, put it out there, and then wait until the action also. We tend to receive and do. We used to receive and do and then realize, ooh, not ready yet. And then just almost felt a bit like so now we receive, ooh, okay, Monday meditation on OnlyFans. Put it out there for the feelers, and now we wait for it to be do them, and then we shall. Yay, thank you. We are so glad. Thank you for saying that, beautiful Kim. We're so glad you're enjoying the OnlyFans. It is really, really a beautiful space, especially because we feel like YouTube is conversational with the integrations and almost everyday life experiencing, which we feel is where this channel wants to be. Kemet is sun energy. Velastri, the beautiful frequency of truth, we love so much with us. We could feel there was a lot of moon energy, a lot of shadow energy, a lot of unknown energy coming, but of the moon frequency. Kemet is just sun, it's unknown light. Led us from unknown shadow to unknown light. So it's a lot of physical, a lot of let us assist you to navigate the physical as your source power. And so we feel that YouTube is where we want to be there. And then OnlyFans, of course, that's where we put all the, almost like the shadow work, almost like all the light codes, the integrations. It's like, it's like that's school. If you want your lessons and you want your tools, then you can go on there, because then it's as all of I'm sure everybody has felt on the OnlyFans, it's very much it's a lot of downloads. It's just integration, download, shift, shift, which is wonderful because it really helps with what's happening. But we also felt that we would like that to be a little bit more, that feels like that's if you really want to work, get down and do the work, then you can subscribe, and then there you get lessons. It feels like school for us. That's school. And then this is more guidance and clarity. So it really, really helps. OnlyFans Kemet Alchemy feels like home. Yay. We're glad that you feel that. Because it does feel like home too. And it's different. It's like it has a different edge. And we like that. We like how it feels different from everything. We enjoy all the aspects we do. So we are so really grateful for everybody who's been able to do all of that. For those of you here who have not checked Kemet's OnlyFans out, you should. So many beautiful downloads. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. We look forward to how it expands. Always feels like I'm at um, going to a wizarding school when I go to OnlyFans and we start the alchemy lessons. Okay, what are we going to do now? Would love another Q&A. Yes, we would love to do a Q&A. We have Q&A was an interesting frequency. We enjoyed the energy. It did take quite a bit from us. We felt exhausted, to be honest, because of all the energies that we had to sort of weave at the same time. The Q&A, it feels, with this, we're just channeling and bringing through. Q&A is now integrating, tapping into your energy, feeling your energy where you are, and grid and aligning. It's really beautiful work, but we feel it was a bit not really balanced in how we were feeling. We didn't really feel ourselves receiving much from it, but we will do it on. We've decided we'll do the Q&A every end of the month. We're going to try and do a Saturday Q&A and see how that feels at the end of the month. So we'll announce it. So we think at the end of the month, every Saturday. So it's almost like at the end of the month, overall energy, you can now come through with your questions and see if there's anything more to engage in. We did enjoy it. We enjoyed the community. We enjoyed engaging with everyone. We just did feel it energetically a bit depleting on our end. And we want to allow it to be a lot more. Ease is our main thing. If it brings us ease, we're here. If it doesn't, it can't be. We are not interested in anything other than ease. And we think once a month, at the end of the month, will be enough for us, where we don't feel too um, depleted. That's the best word we can use for that. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for all of your beautiful questions and comments. And we look forward to connecting with all of you. Thank you so much for supporting me here on YouTube and on OnlyFans. And thank you for all of you who do book with us sessions. It's always such a wonderful time to dive deep into your energies. And you're also fascinating. And to be able to connect with your collectives and see where you're from and your abilities, and it's always feels like I'm on a bit of an acid trip when we do our one-on-one sessions. So thank you so much for giving us those psychedelic experiences with all of you. Okay, beautiful beings, we love each and every single one of you, and we will see you all next week Sunday. Love you. Enjoy your power. Enjoy your magic. Remember, be who you are. Dress as you are. Express as you are. You are magic. Don't hold back. And enjoy the manifestation of you in this realm. Yes, we enjoy that. Enjoy the manifestation of you in this realm. Kiatur talovaros, riaviriesh riatos, kiavir, viataros taloviresh, kiaturos kiriatos, riavir. Viaririazitries, dalosatos riaviries, kiatur, viaraties kiazires, riaturos, Riaziries, riazatos, riazites, riaviries, riazotu, riaziti, kiavi. The manifestation of you in this realm, Kitares. Riavi. We love you all. Blessed be.